Hey kids, welcome back to the library with Nick and today Megan also. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I'm out this week because I'm getting another surgery on my gums, but I'll be back next week to have library with you all. So you'll be doing some drama exercises with Megan today. But before that, I wanted to make sure that you could hear the story that I've been reading this week to my other classes. I hope you enjoy it. Before we get to that, though, we'll start off as always with three things that never change. Number one, I like you just the way you are. Doesn't matter what's going on in your life, doesn't matter what's going on in mine. Doesn't matter if I don't get to see you for a week. Doesn't change how I feel about you. Number two, I'm happy you're here today. I'm happy that you get to see Megan today and that you're watching my video today. It's so wonderful that we get to have this time together. And number three are my expectations. Now, normally I don't do all of them when I post a video because it's just the video. But since you're having class with Megan afterwards, I'll make sure I do all of them today. The first and foremost, as always, please be kind and respectful to everything and everyone around you. Always need more kindness. We always need more respect in our world. And then, of course, our Zoom expectations. Number two, raise your hand if you'd like to share. Number three, stay muted or quiet unless you've been called on. And number four, don't annotate or write on other screens. And number five, don't spam the chat. But you're always welcome to send me, or in this case, Megan, a message. All right, let's do our 3-breath meditation, and then we'll get into the story for today. My body is calm and quiet, and breathe. Nice. So this month we've been talking about respect, and the definitions I've been using for respect. Megan is going to go over them with you, and she'll be able to display them on my PowerPoint. But we've been talking about how it means you show how you care about someone else's feelings and well-being, and being able to get along with people even if they're different. Now, last week, my classes, we talked about that definition. And this week, we've been looking about showing that we care about our own feelings and well-being. And that's an important part of respect, being able to respect ourselves, right? It's essential that we learn how to get along with other people and that we look out for other people, but it's also very important that we learn to respect ourselves and to take care of ourselves too. And so for today, I thought we'd read one of my favorite stories, The Good Egg. It's by the same guys that made The Bad Seed, Jory John and Pete Oswald. So let's read the story together. And as we go through it, let's be focusing on how does the good egg learn to take care of themselves? What do they do to make sure that they respect themselves too? All right, let's get to the story for today. This is The Good Egg by Jory John and Pete Oswald.
Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Do you know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. It's true, I do all kinds of good things. Like I'll carry your groceries. I'll water your plants. I'll even change your tires. I'll paint your house. If you need my help whatsoever, I'm your egg. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days. Back at the store, there were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelley and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank. The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. They weren't exactly good. They ignored their bedtime. They only ate sugary cereals. They threw tantrums. They cried for no reason. They broke their things on purpose. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg. A very good egg.
Now, one thing we often talk about in school is whose behavior are we responsible for? And it's not necessarily a bad thing to try and remind people to be on their best behavior or to look out for other people or to try and help out. But at the end of the day, we can only be responsible for one person's behavior, and that's our own. If we try to worry about fixing everyone else's behavior, it can get exhausting, and it's not really our job. That's the job for like maybe a teacher or an adult or a parent.
Nobody seemed to care, though. Every night I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Then, one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. They were everywhere.
I wonder why he has cracks in his shell.
My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. I was cracking up. Literally. Something had to change. I'd had enough. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank that I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in a bad carton, I said. Blah, 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 they replied. I left that night.
How do you think they're feeling right here? Notice they have all these cracks. And you can kind of see their facial expression too.
I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. Out there on the road under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. I took walks. I read books. I floated in the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. I even started painting. What do you notice about the cracks in their shell? For once, I found time for me. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled. I started to feel like myself again.
Have you ever felt that way? We don't have shells or literal cracks in our shells. But sometimes when we get a lot of stress and a lot of pressure, we can start to feel that way, just like the egg felt. Maybe overwhelmed, tired, exhausted, stressed out. And our brains can feel a little scrambled too. Obviously, not like an egg, but you can have some of the same feelings that the good egg was having. Notice how they're starting to feel better. So, I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time I know what I need to do. I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. Oh, that's a super important thing. I like how they clarify just because we're looking out and being respectful to ourselves does not mean we don't look out for other people or care about other people. We can be respectful and kind to other people and to ourselves. Here we go. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Heyo, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? Howdy do, other Frank. Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad, but it's not like before. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. I'm okay with that. Yep, the old carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. All right. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope you have a wonderful time doing some drama exercises with Megan. I'll see you all next week. Have a great rest of your day.